Bowling ball head Mike Malaro doing Mike's music method. Mike's music method. Welcome everybody. Come on in. Look at me. Look at us. We're in the basement today. The plywood's over here. The chicken coop's nearly done. Everything's a mess. So here I am sitting over here. There were birds in my office, but I'm bringing you Townes Van Zandt anyway. Brother Flower. This song was requested. I swear I'm going to start writing down your names. Whoever requested this one, here you go. Brother Flower, Townes Van Zandt. The studio version has two guitars, and I didn't know what to pick out of those. Plus, if I just did one, it wouldn't quite sound like it because they both work together. So what do? We go to Townes Van Zandt live off of Rearview Mirror and listen what the master himself is doing live. And so that's what I did. Capo's on the 2nd fret. This song is not incredibly difficult. It's not a beginner piece, so as always, check out the Travis Picking playlist and follow through the first several videos there, and then jump off wherever you want to go. But this is kind of a, middle ground piece, I would say. Really pretty picking, great little melody. I'm going to do another video in the near future analyzing this melody because I like it so much, and I haven't done one of the melody writing series videos in a while, so I'll keep building on those. But welcome, come on in. This song's gonna be fun. And there's some really cool tricks in here, so don't pass this one up. And I got nothing else to say. Let's just get into it.
Quick note before we get going. The timestamps, use them. They're down below. They're your best friend. They will help you navigate through the video. Especially if you're not doing this in one go, you can jump ahead, work on the tricky parts, and use them. They're helpful. If you're new to these videos, I am meticulous and I go measure by measure, note for note. So if you are a more advanced player, skip to the end. I will do all the slow run-throughs of the sections, the intro, the verse. I will do those at the end with the tab on the screen. So if you don't need the note-by-note run-through, you're an advanced picker, use the timestamp, jump to the end of the video, save yourself some time. For everyone else, let's learn together, nice and slow. We'll do it. Here's a run-through of the verse, and then we'll go measure by measure.
Intro from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 1. Remember, capo, 2nd fret. We have our basic C chord here. What we're doing right off the bat, we're pinching 5. Well, let me play it for you. Pinching 5 and 2, then immediately the 1st string. So I got thumb and pointer, then immediately my middle. Then my thumb goes all the way to the 3rd string, and then immediately the 2nd string with my pointer again. Then, the 2nd half of the measure, we hammer open to 2 on the 4th string, and then immediately hit the 1st string. So it's pretty quick. And then our thumb goes on the 3rd string, and immediately the 2nd string with our pointer. The whole measure. Measure 2, we've got an F chord with a thumb over the top. If that's tricky, watch this video. Our bar chord's overrated. And then come back to the video because we got the thumb over the top for this F chord. And it's a pretty easy measure picking-wise. And then do a C chord. And the pattern is just thumb on 6, pointer on the 3rd string, then the thumb on the 4th. Then we lift the whole chord up and do pointer on the 3rd string again. And I'm transitioning to the C chord, thumb on the 5th string, and then I'm pinching 4 and 2, thumb and middle. Measure 3 is back to a C chord, and our thumb is not doing the Travis picking here. It's interrupted a little bit. It's a nice pretty melody. We're on that C chord. We're doing 5, 1, which is thumb middle, and then 3, 2, and it's thumb pointer. So thumb middle, thumb Then I'm doing the middle again. I'm hitting the first string, but now my pinky's down on the 3rd fret, and I pull off here. And I'm not hitting my thumb. It's not a pinch here. He's just doing this melody part alone, and then it's thumb on the 3rd string, and then we lift up the chord, pointer on the 2nd. So that ending is the pull off, 3 open, then 3rd string, 2nd. So the middle finger, then thumb, pointer. And that's all even rhythms, 3 and 4 and, so the whole measure. And we lift it because we're transitioning to a G chord in the next measure, which is measure 4. Let's go right into it. Pretty easy. We're on that G chord, and the pattern is 6, 3, 4. And it's thumb, pointer, thumb, and then we switch to a C chord, pinching 5 and 2, thumb and middle, and then the thumbs alone on the 3rd string. Let's do the first 4 measures straight through. I know you can do it. Nice and slow. 3, 4. Mike's Music Method donation pitch. Here we are. If you've made it this far in the video, you're probably getting value from this video and from the channel. So please, I ask sincerely that you consider the value for value model. If you're getting value from this channel, me transcribing these songs accurately with annoying detail, giving you free downloads at mikesmusicmethod.com. Consider a contribution, whether that is a one-time contribution. Even better would be monthly support. Maybe it's $50 a month, $100 a month, what it's worth for guitar lessons. Maybe it's $5 a month. I don't know what the value is to you, but please consider. My promise is to keep all of this stuff free. I will never put any content behind a paywall. My tabs will always be free. I'll never put them behind a paywall. So I hope you understand the value in that. Not many people are doing that, and it takes me a lot of time to do all this. So please help me make more videos. Your donation is like a charitable contribution, because by you giving me money, you're buying me time to make more videos that everyone in the world can access for free. So you're helping more and more people get a free guitar education by buying me time to make these videos. I think you understand. If you don't have funds right now, write me a lovely email. I love those. Give me positive feedback, critique. You help me with the lighting so my head doesn't look like a bowling ball. Someone give me some lighting feedback. I know this is my usual setup, but I do have bowling ball head today. Anyway, let's do it. Enough. Let's keep going with Brother Flower. Measure 5 is awesome. Townes does this trick in a couple of songs, and you'll know what I'm talking about. It's very cool. Here it is. He does this pull off in between notes. It's very fun. Let's just play it, and you'll know what I mean. Right at the beginning, we're on a C chord, but he's actually pinching 4 and 1, and I'm hammering on that 4th string, going from open to 2. So I'm pinching 4 and 1, thumb and middle, and there's a hammer on, open to 2 on that 4th string. But I'm still holding down the C chord because we are going to play that 5th string in a second. So we pinch, and then we're doing 3, 2, which is thumb, pointer. So pinch, thumb, pointer, and then I've got 5, 1, but the pinky's down there. So we have to add the pinky, right? Because at the beginning it's open. Then we add our pinky, last possible minute there, 5, 1. Then we do, this is where it's cool. After you hit that 5, 1, then you play the 3rd string with your thumb, but then you pull off that 3rd fret. So even though you hit it a moment ago, you're hitting another string in between, you're still gonna pull it off. So we get our pinky down on the 1st string, we're doing 5, 1, 3rd string with your thumb, and then you pull off the pinky without hitting anything else. Really cool. 5, 1, 3, pull off. I'm not playing anything there. And then immediately afterwards, he's hitting the 2nd string with the pointer finger. Got a really cool rhythm. Oh. And your finger might not want to behave there, so go very slow. Times. And you'll get it. And that whole measure together, 3, 4. Measure 6 here is pretty much the same as 2, just slightly different. We're on that F chord, same pattern. 6, 3, 4, and then 3 is open. chord, and it's just thumb on 5, and then it's a heavy thumb. He's kind of hitting 3, but brushing 2 with it. Got it. Let's go straight into 7 here. It's still a C chord, and here's a sparser measure 2 where he's not doing a lot of bass notes, just the melody. We have a C chord, but it's 4th string with your thumb, middle finger on the 1st string, then the thumb's on the 3rd. That's the beginning part. And then we pull off 3 to open on the high E string, and then your thumb hits the 3rd string, pointer hits the 2nd. So that whole measure together. Kind of seen this before. I think it's the same or very similar. Measure 8. I guess a little different. But it starts on a G chord. 6, 3, 4. Thumb, pointer, thumb. Then you have to change. I'm putting my 1st finger down on the 1st fret of the 2nd string and hitting it with my middle finger. And I'm hitting that note first, but it's anticipating the C chord to come, right? That's the note C. He's playing it on the G chord, but it's anticipating the C chord. And Townes does that all of the time. If you're a songwriter, start incorporating that stuff. Everywhere you see that. And a lot of anticipations, some suspensions, which means he's holding a note from the previous chord into the next one. But a lot of anticipations. Townes does it everywhere. So we have, I'll play it again. So the G chord, 6, 3, 4, 2, but I add that 1st finger onto that B string when I play it. The last possible minute, so it all rings out really good. Put it down, and then we go to the C chord just by moving the hands down. And it's just 5, 1, 3, which is thumb, middle, thumb. Yeah! Measure 9. We are almost done with the intro here. I almost have all of it. And then the verse is very similar. There's a bit of a chorus, but you're doing it. Nothing harder to come. You are on the right track. So let's keep trucking along. I know this window behind me, I don't know, maybe it's annoying. I know it's very bright, but it kind of looks nice, doesn't it? No? I've been kicked out of my office. We have chickens, and I actually finally just finished the coop, but the chickens were in my office because it was the only room where the cats wouldn't eat them, and it got disgusting. The pellets, you know, the bedding just created dust and everything. My computers, my guitars were covered in dust. Anyway, so I'm out here in the unfinished basement, and you know, there's a lot of clutter, but whatever. You're focused on the guitar. Stay focused. Stop getting distracted. Measure 9, all right? We're on a C chord. Let's play that. The first part is a little tricky, and my ear kept having trouble with this. I'm pretty sure I got it, but if you do it slightly differently, which I'll show you how, it's not a big deal. No one's going to notice. What he's doing, what I'm hearing, he's playing a C chord. He's hammering on the 4th string, but the second he does the hammer is when he's hitting the 1st string. So you got open. We're hammering onto that 2nd string, on the 4th string, hammering on the 2nd fret, sorry. But the moment I hammer, my middle finger is hitting the E string. So it's like that, only sounding the 4th string once, and then at the same time, I'm hitting the top E string. Like that. Now, if you want to hammer and then play it immediately afterwards, that's okay, but I'm hearing it at the same time. Don't beat yourself up about it. Either way is fine. We'll keep going. Then the thumb's immediately on the 3rd string. And then we play the pointer on the 2nd string. 1 and 2, and then our pinky's down, and we pinch 5 and 1, and we pull off that pinky. And then we do the thumb on the 3rd string, and then we do the pointer on the 2nd string, but the chord is now lifted to get that anticipation, right? We're playing the B. Yeah, because the next chord is a G chord. I keep looking over there because my tab is over there. So don't mind my wandering eyes. So that whole measure, 3, 4. And we're transitioning to the G chord, which is measure 10. Let's do it. We've seen it before. It ends a little different actually than before. But it goes to the G, 6, 3, 4, 2. Remember on that second string, we immediately put our pointer finger down. And then here the C chord is just 5, 3. And then measure 11. Let's keep rolling because he kind of does, he loops what he did before. Keeps it even simpler. We're on that C chord. We're just hammering down the 4th string again. But the second we hammer, we're hitting the 1st string, thumb again. So this is just like 9. But then our thumb is alone on the 3rd string, and then it's really simple. It's just 5, 3. So measure, let's do that again. It's hard to do it slow. I train myself to do it fast. And then the next measure here, 9, 10, 11, 12, same idea. It's actually just, that's it. So I think it's just 2, 4 there, right? It's not 4, 4. It's just 2 little beats. And then we transition into the Brother Flower. You did the intro. Let's play it together nice and slow, and then we'll start singing the verse. Intro from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we stop? Look at that light. Christ is with us. Look what he does. The light shining through, the play of light off my bowling ball head. Oh, it feels holy to me right now in my room. Take a moment. Oh, is Christ with you? He's with you, even if you don't believe it. I know he is. All right, let's keep going. Let's start singing it. We got a C chord. We're on measure 13. And here, I don't know. Here I'm hearing the hammer-on and then the hit. I'm not hearing the compound movement. I'll show you what I mean. We've just got on a C chord, 5, 3, hammer on the 4th string, and I'm hearing that open E afterward. So it's hammer on, then the 1st string, then the 3rd with our thumb, 2nd with our pointer. So very similar. A lot of this is going to be a little different, but no new concepts. You know, maybe the little color and melodic embellishment is later in the measure as opposed to earlier, but I think you'll get it. So that was 13. And then 14 we've kind of seen before. And to sing to those, we have Brother Flower, are you listening? And then 15 here. Anticipation again. I don't think that's new. I'll play it slow though. Here I'm hearing them together. Remember to lift it. We're just going back and forth here on the G chord. 6, 2, 3, 2, and then we go to the C chord. So there we had thumb, pointer, and then the C chord. 5, 1, 3. Before we go on, let's sing from 13 here. 2, 3, 4. Brother Flower, are you listening? Let me sing a song for you. Now we're on 17. It's kind of going to repeat a bit here. Here it's at the same time. Right, a little different, but you get the idea. Look at the tab, nothing crazy there. Then back to that same F to C idea. And this is exactly the same as 15. 19 is. And then this is the same. 20 is the same as 16. Well, the ending's slightly different, but again, you get the idea. The C is just doing 5, 1, 3, 2. Thumb, middle, thumb, pointer. Otherwise, it's the same. Let's sing from 13 together, nice and slow. 2, 3, 4. Brother Flower, are you listening? Let me sing a song for you. Brother Flower, petals glistening in the bashful morning's dew. it slow, but you guys got it. Slow it down as much as you have to. I say it in every video, but maybe just strum the chords and sing, and then you can only do the thumb part and sing, and then maybe do the thumb and the pointer on like a simple pattern. Brother Flower, are you listening? So whatever it takes your brain to get up to the point of playing and singing together, because it isn't easy. You can't just practice one alone and practice the other alone and then expect to magically be able to do it. You're not the only one who's struggling. You have to practice them together and maybe simplify the picking while you're singing and slowly build up the picking's complexity until you get it. And I know you will get it. Keep at it. Here's a fun new part. I don't know if you really call this the chorus, but a little change here. We go to an F chord with the thumb over the top. And it's the same pattern again and again, which is 6, 1, 3, 2. And that's thumb, middle, thumb, pointer. And then it's 4, 1, 3, 2. So he's just doing a higher F this time instead of the low one. And that's thumb, middle, thumb, pointer. Same idea. So one more time. And it does that low F again here in 22. 6, 1, 3, 2. And then we go to a C chord. 5, 3, 2. Thumb, pointer. And then that whole thing repeats again in whatever it is, in 23 and 24. And with the vocals, Brother Flower, when the sun shines and the dew has slipped away. I don't know if I sang those words right, but you get the idea, holding those longer notes against those chords. And let's keep going to 25. The C chord, all sorts of similar technique stuff we've seen before. I'll talk through it slow, but I think you guys, I'll talk through it fast, but I think you guys have it. Hammering on that 4th string at the same time hitting the 1st, thumb on 3, and then pointer on 2. Then we put our pinky down, and it's 5, 1, 3, 2. Then back to that big F in 26 here. 6, 1, 3, 2, and then back to the C. So that's the same as measure 22. And then he does that same kind of thing again, almost exactly the same here in 27 as 25. But he leaves it open, he doesn't put his pinky down here. And then to a G, let's keep going before we sing it, we're in 28. And we had on that G, 6, 2, 4, 3, thumb, middle, thumb, pointer, and then to the C chord, 5, 1, 3, 2, thumb, middle, thumb, pointer. Yeah, but just on a different string set. Very pretty, but simple. Let's put 25 with the vocals so you singers have it in context. 3, 4. If you don't mind, we can wrong rhymes. Brother Flower, may I stay? Pretty. He does a lot of sliding. I'd have to really spend time on these vocals. I haven't really sung it much, because he's doing these gorgeous, ooh, ooh, the wilting towns and the wilting country thing. He does really well in this one. All right, so right at the end of that singing part, he just does these 4 measures before he starts the second verse. Let's run through them, starting at 29. Cool little pull-off part. We've seen and done all this before. I'll do it really slow. Hammer on the 4th string, immediately the 1st string. Sorry, it's afterwards. So the hammer's first, and then the 1st string. Then it's 3, 2. Then we're just gonna pull off 3 to open. No thumb there, just... And then the thumb's on the 3rd string, open on the 2nd. Going through it quick because we've seen it before, and we've seen this G to C before. He loops it again. Exactly the same thing 2 times in a row. And then he goes into the 2nd verse. And guess what? You're almost done with the song! Here's the verse, nice and slow. We'll run through 13 all the way through the verse here. 2, 3, 4. thing is just intro, then we got a verse, another verse, maybe another, I think actually 2 only. And then we have this cool instrumental part, so let's look at that now. I'm gonna there's only one part that's different. So let's kind of, well, there's a few things that are different, but nothing worth going over. It's all very subtle, and I don't want to bore you guys with, 15 more measures to only tweak 1 or 2 notes here and there. I think you get it. But we will jump to measure 40, let's do 42. Because that's different enough, kind of weird. We're on that F chord. He's pinching 6 and 1, and then immediately hitting the 3rd string. And I'm doing thumb and middle here, and then immediately going to my pointer finger on that 3rd string. And then he lifts the chord there to get the 4th string open with his thumb. Then to a C chord, 5th alone, pinching 3 and 1. So a weird sound, but that is what he's doing. Makes it kind of hoppy and a bit more staccato and broken up, gives it a cool feel. But what I'm going to do now is let's just run through the entire instrumental verse, which same song flow as the whole verse, but slightly different because he's not singing, so he's giving it a little more color, a little less color, and just his playing's really beautiful here. Measure 33. And it's about 1 minute and 41 seconds on the rear view mirror recording, so you know what I'm talking about. 2, 3, 4. Whoa! You guys all have the whole thing. I'm so proud of you. Hug it out, pat your back, Brother Flower. You got a nature song under your belt. Let's do the coda though. One little last thing, when he does that Brother Flower, May I Stay, at the end of the verse. Then he jumps to the coda here. In my tab, it is, what, 52? And it kind of just repeats. So it does Brother Flower, May I Stay. Then he plays it again. Brother Flower, may I stay. I don't need to talk you through that. All old material, just ever so slightly different. And that's it. Brother Flower. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Comment below in ways I can improve this video, these videos. Comment below. Let me know what song to do next. And that's it. You're so good. You're so great. Congrats. Intro from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. Measure 33. And it's about 1 minute and 41 seconds on the rear view mirror recording, so you know what I'm talking about. 2, 3, 4. Bowling ball head Mike Malaro, doing Mike's music method. Look at my head shiny glistening like a bowling ball in the lane. Hit the pins with my forehead, watch them all go tumbling down. You will get a strike indeed if you bowl with this shiny ball.